Hey there guys, Enzo here, team driver for Yokomo USA. Today I want to go over and sort of have a update slash general overview of the Yokomo BD10. It's been a couple of weeks already since I've been racing the BD10 and have been going out and have been getting some good track time with it. And just wanted to make a video really just to talk about the whole build. How the experience has been, me being an off-road guy that is just now venturing into on-road, the learning curve, just a little bit about that experience, and as well with talking about the BD10 and sharing what parts I use to build the car, hop-ups, and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and take the body off the car, and I'll go ahead and go over what I use to build my BD10. Alright, now that we got the body off the car, I'll start to go over the electronics that I used for the build and what class I'm running it for. But before I mention that, the body that I am using is the Extreme Twister. This is the ultra lightweight body. Hopefully you guys can see a little bit of it there. I got this body off of online and off RC Target in Florida. They stock it. And yeah, I've been getting... actually been using this body, and in the first club race video that you guys saw about the car, I ran the Zoo Racing DBX, and that was a lightweight body, and then I realized that a few of the guys were running ultra lightweight, so I wanted to go ahead and try it, and I picked up this Twister body, and the Twister has been really good. I like the handling, and it being ultra light, it's a little bit more nimble around the track, so that's the body that I'm currently using. As far as electronical equipment and what I outfitted my car with, we'll start from the very front. So the car, move it back a little bit, the car comes with a plastic front bumper brace. I went ahead and built the car with the carbon fiber one. This is just a piece that Yokomo makes to eliminate a little bit of that weight in front of the front axles, and it helps keeps the CG a little bit lower. Hopefully you guys can see it there. When I measured them, comparing the plastic assembly with the foam, it was just a plastic brace, but I measured the front brace with the body mounts for the plastic one, and it came in at about 4.5 grams. And then I measured the carbon fiber one with the post just to see the weight difference for that piece alone, and I believe it came in at 3.5. So not that big of a savings, but a good amount. And again, weight in front of the front axles is a little bit lower and helps keep the CG a little bit lower as well. I also built the kit right out of the box with the Yokomo weights. These are two 10-gram brass weights that you can see right there. Etchings right there. So 20 grams total, just for the outdoor asphalt racing that we do. You want to make sure you have a little bit of weight up there so you have a decent amount of steering. And it's been good. So that's been a hop-up that I decided to go with so far as the weights and the carbon front bumper. That's a hop-up. As far as my electrical, the servo is the KO Propo Grasper. Again, low-profile servo. This servo is what I use in my off-road cars, in my two-wheel drive buggy. And it was a great fit for a touring car. Very smooth, holds the corner consistently, and it puts up with the demands of on-road. So it's been really well in the car. No complaints there. For those of you guys that know me, know that I run all KO radio equipment. So I do have my KO 415 FHD short antenna receiver. Behind that is the much more racing 40mm fan. Hopefully you guys can see that. See if I can get you a little closer. Right around there. So that's the much more 40mm fan. It isn't roar legal, so if you do plan on going to a roar race, the 40mm fan isn't going to be roar legal. It won't pass tech, so you will have to go to a smaller ESC sized fan. I believe that's 30. But for the small club races that we do, no one really cares, and helps keep the motor cool too, with the hot summer temps outside as well. As far as motor and ESC, this is the Fleta ZX V2, much more 4.5 turn. I am running the car in mod touring, and I have it paired up to the same speed controls that I run in my off-road cars, which is the Fleta Pro V2 ESC from Muchmore. And I have the standard fan that comes with it, and I went ahead and, as a bling option, I went ahead and put the aluminum ESC shroud. It just keeps it a little bit cooler looking, and it also helps dissipate a little bit of that heat. So that's it for this side of the electronics. As far as my battery, I'm running the Muchmore Impact 7.6 volt 5500. It is a low profile battery, so it is a little bit thinner than most of the batteries out on the market. It's provided great power, doesn't really fade off either in modified, and it's been good. Been able to get good runtime. It's fairly lightweight, and it's been a good battery with good power. So that's it for as far as my electronical equipment. I guess I'll go over the hop-ups again with what I built the car with. So starting off the front again, as I explained before, the carbon fiber front bumper brace. Again, just keeps the CGs a little lower, and you eliminate weight in front of the front axles. So that's one hop-up. The weights, the two 10-gram brass weights that go under the steering system that I showed you guys, that's two hop-ups. And then the LCG carbon fiber battery mounting system. This isn't a 100% must, I would say. This is just something that just makes it look cool, pretty trick. I mean, in theory, it should help you keep the weight a little bit lower with it being carbon fiber. Has the thumb screws, so it's easy to access the battery. And it's pretty trick looking, and I like it. So far, those are the three hop-ups that I have. And then the last hop-up that I have on the car, which really I don't even know if you would consider it a hop-up, are the Yokomo adjustable body mounts. These are like shock bodies, and you can twist them with a collar and raise or lower the height of the body. They come in a pair, so I bought 2 packs. But aside from that, those are really the only hop-ups that the car has. It's not like you need die-hard parts for it. I bought the kit in the graphite version, and the kit also, right out of the box, gives you the graphite steering knuckles, and then they also give you the graphite rear hubs. They do sell the option to put graphite caster blocks and graphite front and rear A-arms. But for asphalt racing, I haven't really found the need for that yet. And I'm pretty much running the car as is with the parts that come with the kit. The kit is about 95% stock, with the exception of the battery brace, the weights, the front bumper brace, and the body mounts. And that's it. But the rest of the car is stock. The kit does actually come with aluminum screws. It gives you aluminum screws for your top deck. It gives you aluminum screws for your bulkhead. And then it also gives you screws for the front flex system. Also gives you one more screw for the back flex system, which I'm currently not running. I'm not running the rear stiffener at all, just for more flex. But they do give you enough aluminum hardware to do all of that if you want to. And then they also give you 8 3x6 mil flatheads for the front and rear bulkheads. So they give you enough screws to do the front and rear in aluminum, and then all of your top deck assembly, all included in the kit. This is all something that comes with it. Another cool thing is I've noticed that the car comes with the aluminum steering system. I've noticed that a few of the touring cars on the market don't really give you an aluminum steering system like that, so it's pretty cool to see that Yokomo gives you the entire system in aluminum. Aside from that, yeah, I'm still running the car as is out of the box. It's been super easy to set up. The box setup works very, very well with minor changes. I've went ahead and changed it up a little bit more just for my driving style and it being modified. I think that setup would suit more a 21.5 or 17.5 application, but it was still really competitive and modified. And yeah, the car's been great. It's been very easy to work on. The support has been very good with the European, Japanese drivers. A fellow YouTuber and good friend of mine, Yuichiro from Mighty Noki RC. If you guys look up the BD10 on YouTube, you'll see his first impressions video. He has been super helpful with setup as well. Me and him chat quite a bit, and his setup suggestions have been definitely helping me out and getting me pointed in the right direction. So it's been very easy to get in touch with people to get the car dialed in. And again, the car is very, very competitive right out of the box. And modified, it's been a blast to drive. And I have a few friends as well at our track that ended up going with the Yokomo route when they saw mine, and they're running it in the 21.5 application. And for 21.5 touring, the car is also working very well for them. So it seems to be working well in mod and in stock. The new car is definitely a hit. Yokomo really did their homework with this one. So it's been a blast to drive. As you guys can see, I really don't have that many hop-ups on the car. And yeah, it's been, again, a dream to drive. It's been super cool learning on-road, getting to learn a new craft. As everyone knows, I've always been an off-road guy, so for me to jump head first into touring car was kind of a little bit nerve-wracking at first, but we picked it up and started to get the hand of it and just really get a flow for the way you have to drive and the driving style that it makes you develop. But as soon as you get that out of the way, it's a lot of fun. So it's been such a cool experience. I look forward to definitely getting out there a little bit more with the car, and maybe in the winter even running carpet indoors with it, just putting the aluminum chassis on it. But yeah, it's been awesome. So again, I just wanted to go over my entire build, kind of my impressions, and just talk a little bit about the car and what I've done with it. I'll go ahead and actually share a little clip after this video of my race from this past weekend. I think it was one of the qualifiers, just a couple laps so you guys can see the car in action. And it's been great. Again, thanks everyone for watching. We'll be posting a couple videos here soon, some tips on how I build my shocks and my diffs. Car's been really great, so just wanted to share my way that I work on the car, and maybe this can help someone out with their Yokomo or someone with on-road in general. So thanks again everyone for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
That's what I was looking at. It's going to be Glenn, Turner, Scott, Brandon, and myself. You got Sam out front, 11-2. Enzo 11-2.